So today's video is my thoughts on Mxgp 2019 and how I like the game and how I think it can be improved, and all around in general how good the game is. So when I first got the game, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a good motocross game. Play a good motocross game with good graphics, but when I got on the game, I realized that it was very slippery, and that if you tried to power in and throughout corners, you get kind of messed up, and it's hard for you to actually hit corners good and keep speed and hold speed throughout the corner. So once I figured that out and I tweaked that out, I still don't have it completely tweaked out, but you can finally kind of corner hard. So now you're gonna see some gameplay of the game and how I think the game can be improved and what the game really needs to make it one of the top tier Mxgp games. So I got the red plate on, and see what bike setup I'm running. I'm gonna make this just a new. I don't know. It's just there. So now I'm gonna. You can do qualifying, double races, or a full weekend. I just did the double race, so if you don't do qualifying, you get put on the outside, which nobody honestly likes. So once you're in the crowd, it's not as slippery, but as you can see there, it starts to slip. That was kind of a bad crash that sent me all the way back to the back of the pack. So now you can really see what I mean by it needs a ground update and grip. So it's an extremely slippery game, and your bike just drifts out from underneath you. And so if they just went into the files and gave it a full resurface and made it more tacky and got less tire friction, because it's a really slow game, I think they can make this like really fun. And right now, every single lip in this game, it feels like it's rounded off because you don't get much speed, so you kind of don't really have any airtime to throw massive whips, which this game's not meant for, but let's be honest, everybody likes big whips. So now that that's out of the way, I personally think that they can improve the game by giving it more by giving it more grip and all that stuff. So as you can see, the AI actually throw whips. I honestly like more grippiness. I know I've been talking about this a lot, so I'll just move on. So the Kawasaki and Monster team, one of the biggest sponsorships and collabs in motocross, you can only ride for them in 250, and if you want to ride for Monster you can only ride for them in 450. But if you want to ride for them in 250, you have to ride Yamaha and Monster mix. So I am riding 450 right now, and I'm riding Kawasaki and Monster team. And you can either ride by yourself, you can ride KTM and Red Bull, you can ride almost every single team that's in motocross in real life. So once you get that out of the way, you get thrown into a first race and on easy difficulty, and easy difficulty is quite hard in this game. It's a quite hard sim game, so I personally like that. There's not many people that like to play online. It's just a lot of solo playing, so I haven't got an opportunity to play online yet. So, and then the playground mode, there's not really big jumps, but there is a supercross track that you can ride. And for the track editors, you can make your own tracks, but there's only a couple places you can actually place the tracks, and you can't really make a fun track to ride around on with whoops and like massive tables that you can actually clear into triples, or it's just like not overall really a good add-on to the track. Like if Mxgp Pro had it, and with all their grip and stuff, that would have just been a way better game than this. But this has a track editor, and it kind of got a surface update, because when I first started playing, it was like Tokyo Drift up in this game. Haha. So after you do all that, you can kind of play, but what do you mean you can kind of play? You can absolutely play 100%, but the bike tunings, you get aggressive acceleration and modular acceleration, and you get aggressive braking and modular braking. So those are the only two for those, and then you have your suspension tuning, and then you have where you can make a setup, and then so yeah, that's my thoughts on this game and how I think it can be improved. I think that this is a really good game, and if they just did a couple more upgrades to it, it can be way better.